like a classroom from an online setting?
Objection asked and answered, and I would, well, relevance.
Grounds.
It's been asked and answered, so sustain. Next question.
About how long did it take when you started to do the analysis? How long did it take from the point that you started into completion?
To put everything together, and granted, it wasn't worked on all at the same time because we had to do the camera overlay, we had to go get the readings from the variable frame light board, and then start putting all that together. I would say hours-wise, I would say probably someplace between 20 and 24 hours to put it all together.
So about roughly a day.
Well, work days probably 3 days or so.
And would it be any reason why you, if you knew that you were being certified for that analysis, would it be any reason why you wouldn't start getting things in place beforehand to be ready to go as soon as you needed to be ready to go?
I had the surveillance videos that we were using from Bosco Social Club in place. I asked Specialist Platt and Specialist Schmidt to assist with the 3D scanning prior to having the last certification in place, so that everything was there and ready to go once I had that certification.
So it would be fair to say that you had help in getting everything ready?
With the 3D scan.
Were you at any time trained in the 3D scanning?
I am not currently trained in the operation of the FARO. That's why I requested Specialist Platt and Specialist Schmidt to perform that scan.
Do you know if those two specialists, I missed the name, so I don't want to butcher them, so I'm just not going to say it, but it'd be fair to say it was two. Would that
Yes.
be fair? Were any of those two trained in the same speed analysis training as yourself?
No, they are trained in forensic crime scene mapping using the 3D scanner, not digital forensics or video analysis.
Would it be fair to say that even though they are not trained in the same area as yourself, that they were an essential key part to putting everything together?
The 3D scanning software is an essential function to be able to perform this particular analysis, yes.
So it would have been, it's fair to say it would have been a task if you would have had to do it by yourself.
I wouldn't be able to perform the analysis without the 3D scanning.
Did that in any way cause any delay?
No.
Do you recall about what date you started the analysis?
I
Asked and answered.
Rounds.
Overruled, he may answer.
believe the 3D scanning took place on the early morning hours of, I want to say, August 10th. When I had Specialist Platt and Schmidt perform the 3D scan, they went back downtown early in the morning to try and do it when there was little vehicles as possible on the roadways so that it wouldn't interfere with the actual diagram scan. I want to say the last certification was obtained somewhere right around August 16th, and then it was putting everything together afterwards.
I'm sorry, did you state the last certification was obtained around August 16th?
The last training class, yes.
So at the time that you started, you weren't yet certified?
I had not started anything as far as the speed analysis prior to that.
Why would you be starting the prep for the analysis if you were not yet certified?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
You just stated that the preparations to do the analysis started around August 10th. Is that correct?
The preparations by Specialist Platt and Specialist Schmidt as to the crime scene mapping was done on August 10th.
So when did you come into the fold to start doing your part of the analysis?
My part of the analysis originally began with just simply reviewing the video, learning what video would be best, what frames I would want to use, which I obtained my training from the National Computer Forensic Institute in video analysis in April of 2021, and went back through the same training through Input ACE and was already certified through them. So I was already certified for the video analysis portion of itself. The only thing I was waiting on was the materials necessary for the actual speed calculations.
And when did you receive those materials to do that part?
The certification was obtained on, I believe, right around August 16th. I can't remember if it was that day exactly, but...
But it is fair to say that you had already started work before the date of August 16th.
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
So when did you actually start to do the analysis? What date was that?
Same objection.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Do you know about the date that you completed your analysis?
I believe it was somewhere around August 23rd, 22nd, 23rd.
So it'd be fair to say roughly about a week or so?
Roughly, yes.
And do you recall when you actually turned in the analysis information?
I believe it was around August 23rd, right around there.
Do you recall who you turned the analysis information into?
I turned it into my supervisor, who then electronically forwarded it to the Waukesha County District Attorney's Office.
Any idea how long it took for it to be viewed?
No, I do not know.
At the point that you started your part of the analysis, did you still need the help of the other two people from your department?
No.
So once you started, it was just yourself.
Yes.
And you were confident that you were fully trained, you wouldn't have any hiccups working this technology for the first time.
Correct.
You were pretty sure that you would get everything on point.
Yes.
No further questions.
Any redirect?
Thank you. The video in question from Bosco's Social Club was recorded during the Christmas parade on November 21st of 2021. Is that correct?
Yes.
You went to Bosco's in August to obtain that video, correct? Or I should say you obtained that video and then in August conducted your speed analysis with it, right?
Yes, that's correct.
August of 2022.
That's fair. August 2022. I stand corrected. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. If you were to clean slate, take that video file, start your calculations here today, would you come to the same conclusion in terms of miles per hour over those 26 frames?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled his answer, my stand.
The software that we're talking about is called Input ACE.
Correct. It started off Input ACE in, I believe it was the earlier part of this year, Axon. They also make tasers, body cameras, things like that. They purchased the company now. It's called, the software is called Axon Investigate. At the start of this, it was called Input ACE.
You're certified to conduct speed analysis using that software?
Yes.
This case is not the first time that you used that software, is that correct?
Correct.
Overruled. You asked him questions about that, so he gets to redirect. You may answer.
Correct.
You used the software to conduct speed analysis on prior occasions, right?
Yes.
As part of your training.
Yes.
Your training involves using the Faro 3D scanning tool, correct? Well,
No,
That was not
He
stated.
hasn't provided the
I'm sorry.
answer.
I'm sorry.
So rephrase your question, please.
sure. During your training to use the Input ACE software, did you follow the same procedure in terms of using the Faro 3D scanning?
Objection. That's hearsay.
Overruled. Not hearsay, go ahead.
The procedures were the same, however, during training examples, throughout the country, there's different 3D crime scene scanners out there, Trimble, Leica, Faro, Total. They used various different ones during the training examples of what they had set up. The software worked similar, the methods were the same, regardless of which 3D scanner you use.
Okay. And as a result of that training and the multiple times that you used this software to conduct speed analysis, you obtained a certification, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you the first person to testify about speed analysis using the Input ACE software in any court in this country?
No.
Objection.
Overruled. His answer may stand.
So when reference was made during cross-examination about this being new, air quotes, software or new technology, is that an accurate description of the technology?
No, it's
Objection.
not.
I was referring it to it being new to him, strictly to
Your
himself.
objections noted. His answer may stand. Next question, please.
Is this this technology, the software program Input ACE, used exclusively by law enforcement?
No, it is not.
Who else uses it?
Accident reconstructionists, insurance companies, defense attorneys, law enforcement. It's available to anybody that provides payment, goes through the training, things of that nature.
That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Thank you.